Hello and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be talking about the new Minka palette from Adept Cosmetics. It is launching today at 11 MT and it will be $57, and you can use my affiliate code Millie to save some money off if you're interested in this palette. And I did receive this palette in PR, so thank you so much to Adept Cosmetics for sending it over. I was very excited to see the palette because of all the shimmers in here. There's some really stunning shades that look like they're just super sparkly. There's two mattes and then there's two multi-chromes in here that are really silky smooth, and then the rest of the shimmers are pretty flaky. They have a little bit of a texture. They do definitely have a little bit of a texture, and a little bit goes a long way. As you can see from the swatches, these are very pigmented. So let's get right into the two looks that I created with this palette, and then I'll give you some of my thoughts at the end of the video. So I'm actually going to be doing both looks at the same time, but I'm going to do like different styles of looks. So this side I'm going to do like a deeper outer corner, and then on this side I'll do a halo eye. So I'm going to be going back and forth with Toya and Maria. And so this side I'm going to go in with Toya, and that's going to go right into kind of my inner crease. I'm not going to take it all the way down here. I'm going to actually use it to help blend out Maria. It's taking a little bit of building up for sure. And then on the outer corner, going in with Maria. Don't really have any kick up in the pan so far. Just going in, and I'm going to actually extend this a little bit into my crease to just help deepen it up. I do believe this is the newer formula from Adept in terms of their matte eyeshadows, and I'm going to use Toya right on the edge of that. Wow, that is blending so nicely. I know they had their new formula in the reformulated Amunet palette, but I didn't get a chance to try that palette. And then just blending the outer corner more, and then I'm going to extend it to my lower lash line. So taking Maria, and I'm only going to take it this far in. I'm not going to take it all the way underneath my lower lash line. So then on this side, I'm going to do a halo eye. So I'm going to go in with Toya, and it's just going to go all in my crease all the way around. I'm going to take it on this outer corner as well already, and just take it all the way. I do wish this shade was maybe a little bit darker. I feel like it's just very pastel, and I'd rather something a little bit more mid-tone almost than this. And then I'm going to take Maria and just pop it on the inner lid and the outer lid. And I like to always press my shadow in first, and then I wipe my brush off, and then I go in and blend it out and up. Same in this section. Just going back in with a little bit more. And just blending it out. I feel like these are looking really purple, which I think are nice mattes to have, but I do feel like there's some tones in here that I'm really curious to see what those are going to look like. And then I'm just, again, same thing as before, taking this underneath my lower lash line, but not really extending it all the way. I'm going to also take it here just a little bit, and then wiping off the brush and going in with Toya right in the center, and also using it to just blend the edges. And then I think we definitely have a inner corner highlight, but I haven't even swatched these, so I'm actually not sure how sheer or not they are. I'm definitely going to be using the NYX glitter primer. Unfortunately, mine broke right when I got it, so I had to put it in this little jar. It does not come in a jar like this. I feel like it's kind of probably drying up, and I'm just going to take that. I don't want to go in with too much, but there are predominantly flaky formulas in here. Looks like there's two really smooth multi-chromes in here, but these other shades are definitely more on the flaky side. So I think I'm gonna go in with Ava. So I definitely think a toothier brush will work the best with this kind of formula. So I'm actually gonna switch brushes. So using the Refer 21 brush, this one has a little bit more tooth to it. And then in the inner portion, I'm gonna use Maya. Ooh, so sparkly. These do remind me a little bit of the Devinah shadows that are kind of like these kinds of interesting tones. I'm just taking them. I definitely think if you put on too much of these, they might look a little chunky on the lid. I would actually really recommend using these with your finger because there's something about the finger that just helps smooth these kinds of shadows out. But I mean, they look like liquid metal on the lid. Look at that. Other side, again, putting down some NYX glitter primer just right in the center of my lid. Picking up some Cora. Could probably use an even toothier brush than this. Actually, the other Refer brush, but I don't have any clean ones. They're just really dirty. I'm actually going to go in with my finger. I think that worked the best. For sure. I'm gonna go back in with Maria in here to make sure everything is nice and blended, and out here. So obviously I've only done 2 looks with the palette, but I gotta say I really enjoy the mattes in here. They're definitely buildable, which I think is actually better, I think, for a lot of people because it gives you more control. They didn't swatch the best, but they really applied and blended beautifully, and I think you could see that from the tutorial portion of the video. Obviously I haven't used all the shimmers, but I definitely am very excited to use Linda and Selena, which look like very, very silky, smooth, super pigmented, multi-chrome shadows, and Linda actually looks like it might have a little bit of a holographic effect to it as well. As for the other shimmers in the palette that I did put on the lid, these are definitely a little bit on the chunkier side, so you want to be careful and make sure you're not putting on too much because that might cause some skin texture accentuation. Some of the shades do have a little bit of a almost like waxy, thicker feeling, so not like a wet, squishy feeling, but rather a thicker feeling. I did get some creasing on one of the eyes pretty quickly, and I think it actually was the NYX glitter primer. I think I either put on too much or it has gone bad because it is in the jar and no longer in its original tube packaging. So I will have to try that out, but I would definitely go in with a little bit of these, but I would use something tacky, whatever works for you, to ensure no fallout throughout the day. I really like the color assortment in here. I think this is such a great little like almost neutral palette. Obviously we've got some purple mattes to pair with it, but you could also go into whatever kind of matte brown eyeshadows you would like. So I think this is a really great companion palette, and I love how absolutely sparkly these shadows. So let me know in the comments below if you're interested in this palette. I would love to hear your thoughts, and that's everything for the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe. There's so much indie makeup content uploading my channel and much more to come. You don't want to miss out. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.